You're recording? Yes. I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. I've been fishing for 10 minutes now, talking to camera to test this new microphone out that I bought that attaches to my phone, and forgot that I never turned the microphone on like an absolute idiot. Oh, God. What a maroon. Anyhow, what I had said that in that test video that nobody would be able to hear because I didn't have the mic on, I stop every morning before work at this little pond, retention pond, just to get me some relaxation in before I have to go to work. I start 7:30, and I usually get here at best. Like today, I got here actually early at 6:45, so not too long to fish, but enough time that it's kind of fun. But anyway, the other thing that I was saying was trying to tell you guys the bait that I'm using right now, and it's a soft plastic. It's a Crush City bait. It's some kind of a shad, silver dark gray, but the no tail. It's kind of weird. Um, it works okay. I think it's more better off as a trailer on something than a solo bait. I have caught 3 fish on it, all decent size. Um, Last weekend I caught 2 down near New Smyrna, or in New Smyrna, basically at my in-laws' place at Venetian Bay. Um, ooh, hold on. Ooh, that's interesting. Um, ooh, that was following it in. That's what I thought. Anyway, it's usually better off being a trailer than its own bait. It doesn't move very well. I just had one follow it in though, but that's why I said, "Ooh, give me a second." It's kind of weird. Anyway, um, last weekend I caught maybe ooh, it was about a pound and a half fish, and then probably the other one was a three pounder that I caught. Sorry, there's some activity going on, and I was getting a little bit excited that I might get a decent one. And then the third one that I caught with this bait was actually right here the other day. Um, the one morning before work, I stopped here, and just over in that area, I pulled another probably 3 pounder out, which was kind of cool. So it does work. I'm not going to say that it doesn't, but it's just you have to work it very weird. And I know this seems weird what I'm doing right now, but if you saw the bait, you'd understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. It's actually the first time I'm trying this to see if it would work. Oh shit, that was interesting. I should have thrown on my bug spray. I'm getting bit up on this early morning sun. Anyway, yeah, it is Friday morning, right before Memorial Day. Got to work. It's 7 o'clock right now in the morning. I got about 15 more minutes that I can fish here before I have to head to work. But I'm literally 5 minutes from here to work. Not even technically, more like 2 minutes. Normally, ooh, there's some activity right there. Normally, I would fish up and down the bank in the morning. I'm not doing that currently only because I just wanted to test out this mic that I got. on my phone, and I didn't bring my actual tripod that I can move around, and I don't have my GoPro. I can't find it. So that sucks. This weekend, I'm going to be trying to find my GoPro. I do have a chest mount for that. So I'm going to try just a little test here and see what happens. But I thought about starting to record my morning sessions before work. Make some small short videos out of them just to see. Plus, I want to be able to start catching my catches on video, if that makes any sense. I'd like to have recorded footage of some of my catches. That's what it is. I noticed all these guys with channels. Some of the stuff you see is unbelievable unless it was on video, and they got it on video. So, yeah, things happen at the water. I am in Florida, so anything could happen. But I'll be having videos of bank fishing, my kayak. I bought a kayak for fishing. I got an Ascend 12, I think it is. Not really modded out yet, but I do plan on modding it out a little bit. I'm using right now this, it's a Lose Tournament Pro bait caster and a St. Croix Victory called the Grunt. This rod and reel combo is actually amazing. It is, ooh, little bite. It is going to be purchased. I have not yet. A guy that comes into my work is a huge fisherman and always buys decently expensive gear, and I do not. Only because I'm not I've fished all my life. Listen, guys, I'm 53. I'll be 54 years old this year. Um, I've fished off and on my whole life as recreation, but never like super serious. But as of late, I've been taking it a lot more serious, and wanting to fish all the time now. So, with that being said, I I borrowed this off of him. He wanted to sell it anyway. He has a bunch of rods and reels. Some he's getting rid of, new ones he's buying. That whole thing, like the typical addiction. Um, but brand new, this combo is probably around, I don't know. I think he told me 400, 450 or something like that. And that's not the price that I'm normally going to pay. I could see maybe $150, maybe 200 normally, right? I'm buying ugly sticks, some lower end Abu Garcia type gear, but they work good. I like them. Now, the bad thing is, because I borrowed this thing, I have fell in love with this rod and reel. Uh, the old adage, you get what you pay for, is 100% true, because I tell you what, especially with rods and reels, the the feel of this rod and reel combo is amazing compared to my other ones. Like, it's just, I don't want to say a night and day difference, but there is a very huge difference in the quality of this combo compared to my Black Max on my M1 handing rod, which I actually like that rod. It's a medium action rod. It feels better. I have another Black Max on an ugly stick, and because ugly sticks have always been great, but the feel, the sensitivity, completely different. on this compared to that. And I've never been I've always been a spinning reel guy. Never really got into bait casters. Had one for a while, couldn't figure it all out. But then this go around, when I really started getting back into fishing again, um, I put the time and effort into trying to learn how to use this thing properly. And do I still have errors and mistakes? Yeah, 100%. By no means am I an expert with a bait caster whatsoever, but I like them. I am enjoy using them. I can tell you that much. So anyway, this is maybe be my introduction, get to know me type video, since I'm just standing here rambling as it is anyway. Testing out this microphone, give me some background. Ooh, look at that boil. I wish I had my GoPro on, because then you'd be able to see the footage of what I'm seeing up here instead of you just seeing my back. But I'm also hoping that um, this audio will still be picking up. I'm not too far away from the phone, but my back is turned to it. And these cheaper microphones, although when I tested it at home up close, it sounded good, yes. But when your back's turned to it and the sensors can't read each other, that's kind of the test, right? So kind of sideways, it might pick it up. I'm not sure. I wanted to put on the frog this morning, and there's a bunch of lily pads down that way that I've had some luck at before in the past. Use a frog and a top water, try to pull something out of there. But doing this, I decided I'll stay in one spot, do this test video, see what happens. And obviously nothing this morning. This pond is known for not really liking artificials. Now, with that being said, I have only caught fish out of here on artificials. Um, so the one local that told me that, I'm not saying he's lying, but now you have a better shot at it, 100%. A lot of guys are using minnows and stuff like that over here. But uh, I have only caught fish out of here on artificial. But I try to use stuff that looks as realistic as possible as well. Like this shed, because of the colors. It's pretty shallow in here. There's a lot of, where I'm standing right now, when this pond is like good to go, right where I'm standing is usually where the water line is. So you can see, I'm 5-6 feet away from the water. Probably, well, you can't see that maybe, but I'm probably a good 5 feet away from the water. So everything's low right now. We haven't had much rain down here, which sucks. Come on, give me one fish for my my first attempt at this thing. Testing my mic, that'd be amazing to get. I should walk down that way. I have the wide angle put on, but there ain't no way you'd be able to see me if I go down here, I don't think. But yeah, I am missing out on Normally you don't want to just stand in one place, right? You're going to want to pitch and move, cast and move, blah, blah, blah. But because I'm wanting to sort of be on camera and test out this mic, I'm not moving very much. So I'm limiting my opportunities of catching some fish. But that's all right. It's just fun anyway. Get through the day, go home, have a 3-day weekend, try to get some fishing in at some point. And I don't know if I told you, but on this, I'm going to probably switch it out pretty soon. It's actually been doing pretty good for me, though. On the reel, this Lose Tournament Pro that I'm using, I actually have a 20-pound mono high vis line. Works well to me. A couple weeks ago, I went out with a buddy on his pond prowler, and I ended up catching six or seven fish that day with this thing. That's partially what made me really want to, or what really made me fall in love with this rod and reel combo. Um, but yeah, this line does pretty decent. I know there's activity right here in front of me because I kept seeing them moving before, but it's all right. Like I said, no big deal. If I don't get anything, I got only another. I didn't want to break out the other rod and try the worm in the middle of doing this, so no biggie. The other day when I was here and I told you I caught one on this rig, it was the 3-pounder on this. I actually caught it pretty much right where I'm standing, pitched right out over there, kind of shallow. Sucker attacked it, but somehow, like an idiot, I took my tackle bag out of my truck, didn't realize it, and this fish had uh, the cranes going crazy. Um, the fish had swallowed the hook deep. Luckily, I carry a pair of Leatherman like pliers in my bag, a different bag, my EDC bag. But luckily, I carry those. I had to put my fist all the way down this sucker's throat just to get this hook out. But I got him, released him back because this is a catch and release only. It's supposed to be. We're at a church here, basically. There's a church behind me. And like I said, the retention pond on one side and on the other when you come in. Fish in both. I've caught fish out of both sides before. But anyway, it is now 1/4 after, folks. I'm going to have to call it so I can get to work on time, even though I'd rather just stay here or other places fishing all day. But hopefully, this all comes out pretty well, and eventually I'll get everything set up properly with my GoPro on me, that camera set up on a tripod so I can move it around. I have everything to do it. I just need to do it. So anyway, maybe this will be a video. Maybe it won't. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.